Hello, everyone. It's time for another library update. The year is just zooming by.
Can't believe it's
Right.
October.
Already moving into the full fall thing, although the weather does not seem to be
No.
entertaining fall feelings. I'm really looking for that hard frost to make the mosquitoes go away, but
Me too.
Not yet, apparently.
Been praying.
Still warm. So yeah, we've got a lot of great things going on in October. And I guess first we should mention the library will be closed on Friday, October 24th. We're having our annual all-day staff training that day. So Friday, October 24th, the library will be closed. But other than that, we've got a lot of great things going on. What's going on up in Children's?
So we are doing story time. Monday morning story time is at 10:30 a.m. every Monday morning. And it's a half an hour. We do books, we do songs, we do finger plays. We generally have a good time. There's a lot of, hey, do you know this going on? I ask a lot of questions. So I do get a lot of answers, and they're wonderful. And so that'll happen through the end of October, October 27th. We have pajama party on Wednesday evenings, and that is wear your jammies if you want, bring a stuffed animal. We try and make it a calm and comfortable place for the kids, and we sing songs, so we have a standard routine of songs that we do, and the stories change based on the theme, but everything else kind of remains the same. And it's very comforting, and it's a lot of fun. Again, we talk a lot about lots of things. Sometimes they go along with the theme of story time, and sometimes not. But
I've seen a couple big stuffed animals going up
oh
recently.
my goodness, we've had a dragon recently. We had a seahorse. Yeah, big stuffed animals. And then someone will pull this tiny little thing out of their backpack. It's like, okay. Yeah, so that is at 6:30, and it goes till 7 p.m., and that's every Wednesday night through the end of October. Junior Video Game Club is coming up on October 7th. That's for kids who are in 2nd through 5th grade. It is drop-in, so if you're able to make it after school with us, 3:30 to 4:30. We do serve snacks. We play video games. It's an opportunity to just come and hang out and play Switch games with your friends, peers, or people you don't know, but all your same age. And sometimes I ask them annoying questions on what they're doing and how they do it. Other times they instruct me on how to turn the TV on. It's good. But it's a lot of fun. So October 7th at 3:30 is when that's happening next. And then the Teen Video Game Club is on Saturday, October 11th. It starts at 2. We do extend it for a little bit of time, so it ends at 3:30. We do the same Switch games. They're very competitive and a lot of fun. And we have snacks, and they let me ask them questions about what's going on in the video game and or how they do stuff. So it's a lot of fun. I actually played last time.
Okay.
Someone was playing Mario Wonder Party, I think, by himself, and said, "Can someone play with me? I'll even have Miss Kathryn if she's okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be right there." You're that tired playing with the computer, okay? So again, that's teens, 6th grade through 12th grade. 2 o'clock to 3:30. October 11th, Saturday, October 11th. We're going to do Wacky Wonders and Creative Kids again. Creative Kids will be on October 9th. That is a STEAM class, STEM class. So we do science, technology, engineering, art, and math activities. We have a lot of fun. We mess around. We're going to get dirty. Well, we're not going to get dirty, but it's going to be a little explosive in October. We're going to look at the reaction between vinegar and baking soda, and maybe add a little food coloring. I don't know. We're going to have a lot of fun. There'll be a pumpkin involved, just so you know. And that'll be for Creative Kids and Wacky Wonders. Creative Kids is on October 9th, and it's for kids that are in kindergarten and 1st grade. And then Wacky Wonders is going to be the following Thursday on the 16th. That's for kids who are in 2nd through 5th grade. The 17th is going to be a fun day because we have 2 programs going on.
Oh.
So we have a special Friday story time. What is special about the story time is that we usually do a craft afterwards. We just had one. We read books about fall, and we made a little apple craft after the story time, immediately after, so it's a 45-minute program. Now, I have been fortunate enough to meet Mary Jennings, who is the creative or artistic director of the Imagination Theater in Minneapolis. So she lives here, closer to us, not in New Ulm, but in the area. And she works there 4 days a week. And then she's here in and about town Mondays, Fridays. And she approached me and said, would you like me to come and do a story time or 2? Well, she works with Head Start in Minneapolis as well, and she has a lineup of story times that she does for them. And so meeting her and talking to her and meeting one of her puppets, yeah, Mary's coming. So Mary will be here on the 17th for our Friday special story time. She's gonna read the book Giraffes Can't Dance, and she's an amazing giraffe puppet. And I said, where did you get that puppet? And she said, I made it. Really? It's this tall. It's amazing. So she's going to be joining us for October and November for sure, for special Friday story times. And we're really looking forward to that. That is at 10 a.m. in the morning on Friday. It's just one Friday a month. It's never the same Friday, like the second Friday or the third Friday, but it is one Friday a month that we do it. And it's a 45-minute program. Hers may end up being a little bit longer. She does do a story time with the puppet and then a craft afterwards. So we'll see what she has to offer, but I'm very excited about that. And then at 2 p.m. on that day, we'll have a no school afternoon movie. And we're going to watch the animated Lilo and Stitch this time. So just so nobody's confused about that title, because there's 2 now. And that's from 2 to 4. We serve popcorn, and we would like you to bring your own water bottle, and or we have a drinking fountain available in the room. So we do that upstairs in the children's room. What else do we have? Sensory Playtime is back. Our evening sensory playtime is going to be on October 21st. That's a Tuesday, from 6 to 6:45. We do a really small, intimate group with kind of a quiet story time and activity, and then we bring out a bunch of sensory toys and play with those for half an hour. So it's a nice way to introduce yourself or children to kind of a structured activity, because we have a signboard. It lets us know what we're doing at each time, and when we're finished with that activity, we say we're all done, and then we take that activity off the board so the kids know we're moving on to something else now. Some of them know exactly what we're doing, so there's no surprises for anyone. We're doing bubbles now. So that's how they do that. And we love to blow bubbles. I would blow bubbles for hours upstairs if I wouldn't pass out after like 10 minutes, but I love bubbles. So we do that in the evening on the 21st from 6 to 6:45. And then we do one during the daytime, and that's going to be on the 30th, October 30th, at 10 a.m. in the morning, and it'll go for 45 minutes as well. Same premise, same thing. And I think that's it, yeah.
Awesome. Now the Creative Kids, Wacky Wonders, and the Sensory Playtimes registration
Those
is
are all
required?
registered programs. Thank you for reminding me. And that's because the space is limited for all of those. And in the STEAM classes, I have to know how many kids are coming for the purpose of providing materials for the kids. So we provide all the materials. You are never asked to bring anything in for that. And the registration for the sensory playtimes is small because we kind of want to give a more intimate experience to the kids and allow them to experience the toys without, having to wait or, fight for anything. That's not, it's really supposed to be very gentle, very calming, and sensory oriented. And so when you get a large group of kids together, sometimes, even for me, the noise, I don't go to like concerts or anything anymore, or large sporting events, because too many people, too much noise bothers me. So I want them to have a real positive experience at the library, so we keep that small.
Yeah, and so if you want to register for those programs, you can stop by the children's desk, you can stop by the circulation desk, you can call the library, 507-359-8331, or you can go to the library's website, newulmlibrary.org, and click on the events calendar, go to the date of the program, and you'll find a link there to register.
Yep.
And so all of those options are available. On the adult side, we've got all of our great regular programs, but since we're talking about registered programs, I'll start with one of our special things. This Thursday, October 2nd, at 6 o'clock in the evening, we are doing a writing workshop with author and librarian Gabrielle Esposito. And it's the workshop is all about finding your writing voice. So no matter what type of writing you want to do, sometimes it can be difficult to think about how to get started, or really feel like what you're writing is you, instead of just trying to copy a writer that you like. And so it's a 90-minute workshop, and there's going to be lots of great activities and exercises to help you work through that process and really get more confident in writing in something that's authentically you. We are limited to 20 people for that, and so you can register again at the library, online, or over the phone. It's filling up fast, so
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
So
It's
make
good
sure
to know.
that you get in there and you get that registered. Our senior movie matinees are continuing. Now, because we're closed on the 24th, there won't be one that day, and there won't be one on the 31st either, because the Friends of the Library are going to be setting up for their annual book sale. So we're excited for that. We'll talk about that at the beginning of next
November,
month. Of how all that will work. But so first 3 Fridays in October, though, they're going to be having some great movies. We got up through the 2010s, and now we rolled back to the 1930s.
Oh my gosh.
For some classic Universal Studios monster movies.
Ooh,
So this
good
Friday the
theme for
3rd,
October.
we've got The Mummy with Boris Karloff. And then the following Friday on the 10th, we've got Frankenstein again with Boris Karloff.
I love it.
And then on the 17th, we've got Dracula with Bela Lugosi. So classic monster movies,
Wow.
black and white, early 30s. Those would be great. So those are Friday afternoons at 1 p.m. Here in the meeting room. For the New Ulm Film Society, they're going to be wrapping up their baseball film series. And so that is going to be on Tuesday, October 14th, because it's the 7th is, Tuesdays are later.
Yep.
Tuesday, October 14th at 6:30 in the evening, and they are going to be watching the film Moneyball, all about the Oakland A's and statistics and things like that. So again, Tuesday, October 14th at 6:30 in the evening. Chess Club meets every Tuesday evening at 6. Open to all ages, goes until a little bit before we close. And we also have our great arts and crafts groups, Knippling, which is happening right now. No, it's tomorrow, because today's
Today's Monday.
today's Monday.
Yeah.
Knippling every Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 3 down in our adult fiction section. Really interesting to watch. Really neat group of ladies doing some really cool patterns and just working to preserve cultural heritage. And it's pretty neat. They even reverse engineer patterns. So they'll see a picture of like an heirloom lace from like a book or from a museum somewhere, and then they will try to figure out how to pattern that so they can replicate it and do it. Just
That's amazing.
really talented.
Yeah.
And then
My brain does not work that way.
it's pretty neat to watch. And then we've got our needleworking group on Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to about noon. Any type of needlework, bring your project, have some space to work. They're a fun group. Lots of laughing involved. They
have fun.
They have a great time up there. And then our art group, of course, is meeting again through their fall session. So that's every Wednesday through October and then into November as well. And that's in the afternoons from 1:30 to 3:30. Here in the meeting room. So again, bring whatever kind of art project you're working on, be it painting, sketching, drawing, watercolor, oil, acrylic, whatever. You can come and have space to work on your art. We've got our 3 book clubs meeting. So our Litwitz Book Club meets on the first Monday of the month. So that's going to be Monday, October 6th at 6:30 in the evening. And they're going to be discussing Dracul by Dr. Stoker. He's the great-grandnephew of Bram Stoker, actually. And so it's kind of a tribute to both Dracula the novel as well as Bram Stoker himself.
Oh, cool.
And he features heavily in the novel. It was nominated for a Bram Stoker Award, but it didn't win. I'm guessing because Kent favoritism the great-grandnephew on that one. But so, we'll be discussing that on Monday, October 6th at 6:30 in the evening. Then we've got our History Book Club, and they meet on the 3rd Tuesday of the month, so that's Tuesday, October 21st at noon. And they're going to be discussing Witchcraft, A History in 13 Trials by Marian Gibson. We've seen a lot of history books recently. They're like a history of blank in 10 or 12 books, maps, what have you. And so Witchcraft, A History in 13 Trials, appropriately enough.
Sounds appropriate.
Tuesday, October 21st at noon. And then our Mystery Book Club meets on the last Monday of the month. And so they're meeting Monday, October 27th at 6:30. And they're going to be discussing Holly Jackson's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So those will be fun. And with any of the book club books, you don't have to try to go out and find your own copy or buy a copy. Stop by the library. We try to get enough copies for everybody available at the circulation desk. Just come in and say, I'd like the next book for the History Book Club or the Litwitz or Mystery, and they can get you a copy. And we try to get audio and large print if they're available too. Poetry Group meets every second Monday of the month, so that's going to be Monday, October 13th. They'll be meeting at 6:30 in the evening. Come share a couple poems, listen to poems, have a nice discussion. It's really good. Genealogy Club will be having their regular meeting at Thursday, October 16th at 6:30 in the evening. We've got early Thursdays and late Tuesdays.
I know.
But regular meeting, but we're going to be talking about some of the great features that are available in Ancestry and Family Search. October is Family History Month, and so we'll be talking about some of the great things there. And then we have our Civil War Roundtable, and they're going to be meeting Tuesday, October 21st at 6:30 in the evening for the regular meeting, and we'll be looking at planning ahead to some of our presentations for later in the series. We are excited. In December, we're going to be having a special guest speaker, John Haymond, who was here during Dakota War Week, gave a fabulous presentation on the Dakota War trials and military law. He's going to come and in December and talk about kind of the medical history of the Civil War, including some photographs that most people have never seen.
Yeah.
So that'll be really interesting. But look forward to that, but we're working on plannings and things of that nature. And then we are very excited to bring back Minnesota author Amy Gregg to talk about her second book in her fun, cozy mystery series, where the first book, Farmed and Dangerous, and so the second book is Foul Play, of course.
Cannot wait.
And so that's going to be on Saturday, October 18th at 3 p.m. here at the library. She'll come and talk about her new book and her writing process. She's a very energetic person. It's a lot of fun. And so again, Saturday, October 18th at 3 in the afternoon, come see Minnesota author Amy Gregg. So great things happening at the library. As always, we've got our library of things. We have study rooms, all sorts of other things available. You can learn about them at our website or just stop by the library. And we'll see you next time. So thanks for joining us.